Hey Stoics, welcome once again to Anonymous Achiever. Today we're diving into a compelling yet difficult subject. What really happens when an empath chooses to stay silent in front of a narcissist? As many of you may already be aware, being in a relationship with a narcissist often traps the empath in a vicious cycle of manipulation and emotional damage. But what if the empath simply chooses silence? What then? Could this quiet response push the narcissist away, or might it spark even more chaos and unexpected fallout? In this video, we're going to examine the unpredictable and often explosive reactions narcissists may exhibit when they are met with silence from an empath. Their behavior could range from confusion and rage to deploying every manipulative tactic imaginable in an attempt to regain control. If you're someone who identifies as an empath or are currently navigating a relationship with a narcissist, this information could prove incredibly useful in deepening your understanding of their psychological makeup. But before we dive in, let me warmly welcome the new subscribers to this channel. Your presence fuels our motivation. This space exists for those of you who are determined to grow by sharing wisdom and receiving it in return. Each time I share something with you, I learn from your insights and experiences just as much. If you're visiting for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can be a part of this thoughtful community and continue discovering these powerful discussions with us. Narcissists, due to their delicate egos, often feel threatened when someone dares to stand up to them. In order to protect their grandiose sense of self, they have no hesitation when it comes to belittling others, employing any manipulative method they can to get their way. Sadly, even when you open up about your pain, hoping for a moment of understanding, the narcissist typically doesn't care. Your sorrow, your emotional wounds, and that deep sense of betrayal, they ignore it all. They never acknowledge their wrongs or show any real intention to repair the damage. That's why it's crucial not to waste your emotional energy on someone who doesn't value it. Narcissists will always twist things back on you, accusing you of being selfish just for expressing your genuine emotions. For this reason, silence becomes one of the most powerful strategies an empath can adopt when dealing with a narcissist. But be warned, the narcissist rarely releases their grip so easily. They'll resort to every manipulative approach, ranging from gentle flattery to full-on intimidation, all in a bid to draw you back in. Let's take a closer look at their typical tactics as we walk through the calculated progression of their emotional manipulation. Number 1. Fake apologies. One of the most recognizable strategies a narcissist turns to when they're feeling cornered is the fake apology. Have you noticed how, when you begin to distance yourself and go quiet, the same person who once disregarded your feelings suddenly seems apologetic? Don't fall for it. It's all part of the act. Even when they feign regret, narcissists fundamentally believe they're never at fault. In their minds, blame belongs to others or to circumstances. But when the empath, who they see as a valuable source of emotional fuel, pulls away, the narcissist begins to panic. This panic isn't rooted in love or real concern. It's driven by the fear of losing someone they used to boost their fragile ego. So they extend a vague, hollow apology, something like, "I'm sorry for everything I did." It sounds heartfelt, but it's deliberately unspecific. They won't clearly state what they did wrong, because admitting fault is beyond them. It's a lure, a performance designed to draw you back under their control. Always question whether the apology shows genuine remorse or if it's merely a tactic meant to reassert dominance. A real apology acknowledges the harm done and carries a commitment to change. Anything less is a manipulation. Number 2. They intensify the pursuit. After delivering a false apology, the narcissist will often step things up with a more persuasive move, what's commonly called hoovering. This is a subtle but strategic attempt to regain your attention. They'll return with a softer, more vulnerable persona, showering you with affectionate words and romantic promises. They'll swear they've changed, paint glowing pictures of a better future, and assure you that hurting you will never happen again. But don't be deceived. This new version of them is a facade, a way to get you to lower your guard. Once you begin trusting again, they slip easily back into their old habits, resuming the manipulative cycle. They'll remind you of everything they've supposedly sacrificed, trying to make you feel guilty for walking away. They might claim you've changed, that your silence is cruel, that their suffering is your fault. It's all a tactic meant to prey on your empathy. But be wary. Falling for this act only grants them more emotional ammunition for the future. Number 3. They threaten you. If sweet words and gestures fail, the narcissist's mask begins to crack, revealing something darker. Their manipulation escalates into direct threats. Suddenly, the person who once begged for your attention now intimidates you. These threats can be extreme and terrifying. They might threaten to harm themselves, spread malicious lies to damage your reputation, or worse. Sometimes they extend these threats to your loved ones, anyone they know you care about. It's a brutal psychological game designed to exploit your fears and pressure you into compliance. Their aim is to make you believe that returning is the only way to stop the chaos. They'll dig deep into your vulnerabilities, trying to shatter your resolve. But it's crucial to understand, these threats are not signs of love, they're signals of desperation. The narcissist doesn't want you back for who you are. They want to continue controlling you to feed their ego. Number 4. They threaten to harm themselves. If threatening you directly doesn't work, the narcissist may shift toward an even more manipulative tactic, threatening self-harm or suicide. This is perhaps the most insidious move in their arsenal. They tap into your empathy, making you feel as though you alone can save them. They'll claim that without you, life holds no meaning. They'll sob, plead, and portray themselves as emotionally broken, trying to burden you with their suffering. Meanwhile, they avoid taking responsibility for the choices that led them here. Narcissists may even tell others you've abandoned them, casting themselves as the victim in a cruel twist of the truth. And because empaths are naturally caring and responsible, many fall into this trap, believing they've caused harm. But let this be your reminder. You are not responsible for their emotions or their choices. This is just another manipulation designed to trap you in their web. Number 5. They disrupt your life. When none of the emotional tricks work, narcissists go full throttle. They'll bombard you from every direction, texting, emailing, calling nonstop. You might find yourself receiving a deluge of messages, switching wildly between desperate pleas and harsh accusations. And when these digital attacks lose their effect, they may escalate further, showing up uninvited at your home or workplace, demanding to be heard. These confrontations are designed to put you on the spot, forcing a reaction. Narcissists count on your kind-hearted nature, hoping you'll cave just to keep the peace. But if you're not careful, this is how you get pulled right back in. That's why, from the very beginning, you need to take steps to protect yourself. Block their numbers, cut them off on social media, shut every door they might use to re-enter your life. Your silence in these moments becomes your shield, a way to reclaim your peace and authority. Number 6. They demand an explanation. Eventually, the narcissist might demand an explanation for your silence. In their world, nothing is ever their fault, so they believe you owe them a reason. But no matter how thoroughly you try to explain, they won't genuinely listen. They'll twist your words, dodge responsibility, and spin the conversation into another blame game. Many empaths, after trying over and over to explain themselves, end up emotionally drained. That's when they realize silence isn't emptiness, it's protection. By staying quiet, they conserve their emotional energy and avoid pointless conflict. It's not that they have nothing left to say, it's that they've said everything already. In this silence lies immense power. It's how they begin to reclaim their autonomy, step by step breaking free from the toxicity. Never forget, you deserve respect, compassion, and love. Never let a narcissist dull your inner light. Silence is not weakness, it's the first courageous step toward healing, growth, and rediscovering your true self. And I believe you have the strength within you to rise above it all. What are your views on this? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I will personally read all of your comments. And if you seriously want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Stay strong. Until next time.